So this year in my market observations, I covered 5 hot topics, hot trends. I mean, I could have covered another 4 or 5 different ones, but the 5 I covered were, firstly, robotics. I said the robots are settling in nicely, and I said that because 2 years ago, my message was the robots are coming. Last year, it was the robots are here. So this year, it had to be the robots are settling nicely. We've seen a massive uptake in robotics. Last year, very few companies had done anything. This year, I think I'm right in saying 12% had piloted. We did a survey this summer. 12% had piloted robotics, another 9% had implemented. And what they're finding is that the financial benefits are very significant. The second point was around AI, cognitive technologies. Robotics is fine where you have structured data, rules-based processes, non-judgmental. But in the area of unstructured data, where you need natural language understanding, where you need machine learning, that's the realm of artificial intelligence. And we talked a little bit about products like IBM Watson and IPsoft Amelia. And now they are performing the work, effectively cognitive agents or virtual agents. And our first speaker today, external speaker, Steve from Vodafone, was talking about how they plan to have over 100 virtual agents responding to maybe a third of all internal IT queries by this time next year. The third point we talked about was digital business services. And my point here was that everybody in the audience probably has an iPhone or a Samsung smartphone. And they're all used to using applications like Amazon, Uber, Netflix. And my point was, those applications are so easy to use. The software is so intuitive. You don't need a training lesson. You can access it from anywhere around the world on a mobile device. Can you say the same about your shared service organization? Do your customers find it as easy to use shared services as we find it to use some of this consumer electronics that are currently available? My point is, if the answer is no, you've got some work to do if you want to become digital business services. The fourth point was that shared service centers need to move up the value chain if they want to offer employment opportunities. If you're transaction processing, you shouldn't have a job for much longer. Technology should do all of that work. Continuous improvement should get rid of the exceptions. So people have got to move up the value chain. One of the things there is analytics, providing more insight for the organization. And finally, there's a PR battle. Shared service centers face a PR battle and they need to win it. And the PR battle is to get credibility in the organization that they can do not just transaction processing, but can move up the value chain and do more value-added activities. So the opening sketch this year was really, I was looking to have a bit of fun and hopefully to get a little bit of laughter. But underlying this sketch with an AI, effectively a virtual or cognitive agent, Clive, underlying it was actually a real tension that's going on right now in business. The tension that if you're not adding value in your job, if you are performing routine activities, if they are non-judgmental, then there is a big risk that a technology like this, like an IPsoft Amelia, like an IBM Watson, could actually take that role over. So although it was funny and humorous, I hope, it was also actually quite close to the bone. A lot of organizations in the next few years will have these issues being faced by various people within their shared service organization.